Here we go, guys. We are in week 9. Welcome back to ENV101 Environmental Science. Another beautiful, fun week install for us this term. We are at pretty much in the final stretch now, guys. It's gone that quick. This week we've got Chapter 16, Environmental Hazards of Human Health, and Chapter 17, Air Pollution, Climate Change, and Ozone Depletion. Those are on the reading list for this week. Don't forget those PowerPoints. I want you to make sure that you take those on as well. So we've got a couple of things, a couple of chapters I want you to read for the discussions this week. We have what are some examples of hazardous wastes and their effect on health and the environment. So give us some examples of hazardous waste and why do we produce them? Where are they at? How do we get rid of them? That kind of fun stuff. Define hazardous waste and describe the regulations for handling it used in your job or an industry that interests you. How is it ultimately disposed of? Great example, the ongoing battle right now with nuclear fuel, from submarines to ships to power stations. What do we do with that spent fuel rods when they are done? They are still radioactive. They just don't have enough energy yet to power whatever reactors they're powering. So how do they get rid of something that doesn't decay for another 50,000 years? In this case, they built a huge tomb in Yucca Flats, Arizona, in a mountainside, and they're storing them there. Now, that was supposed to be completed years and years and years ago. They are still building onto it. There's been all kinds of issues with drainage, rainwater and contamination, and so forth. Something they've been fighting since the initial design. That's just one example of a toxic waste situation. So let's look at your discussions. I'm looking forward to reading through them. I'm looking forward to joining the conversations this week. That'll be a good, fun week for that. Don't forget to also have a quiz at the end of the week. In modules, you have a week 9 quiz. This should be the last of your quizzes for the week 9. This will be your last reading assignment as well. So you are in the final stretches of the class. So we've got this discussion and next week's discussion and a final to take, as well as this week's quiz. The final is next week, not this week. Don't get excited. So that's where we're at. Let's get on it, and I will see you in the discussions. All right, guys, let's have a great week.